Hello, everybody, and welcome to this 12 FPS. Just name Olvidó and Fivi because we are that kind of people. Hi, I am MalaSorte. Dice Passer still hates me, and I will be playing today Olvidó a Peck. Don't ask about the name. And I am here accompanied by the lovely, wonderful, amazing, incredible. Let me reach for the dictionary because I don't know more words. Super. Hi,
Hi,
Super.
hello. My name is Super, and I will be playing Fivi, my real kind Yuanti, but she doesn't know what a Yuanti is, so hooray. She's real and she's funky and has snakes in her hair. She's cool, and I love her a lot. But I like Avido as well, so we're gonna have some fun, and we'll see what these two get up to today.
Yeah, I will say, Super, what has Phoebe been up to until now?
She's had a couple of encounters with some semi-local people, I think, recently, but she would be. I think she would have gone back for a rest. I think in the inn that she's staying at in Toontown. Um, and I will say because I hadn't been reading the character sheet properly. She doesn't need the map anymore, but she will wander around. She she's just wandering around Toontown looking for new places to sort of have a look at. I think she's probably gone to the library at this point, but I don't know where she's going now.
I, tell me, she has how to say this? Oh, great! It's a great moment to forget how to speak. Uh, does Phoebe have any main goal in mind? Has she been doing anything around apart from exploring? Also, my audio processing is shit right now, so if I say something, if you say something like that, kick my ass and
Mm-hmm.
just repeat it.
Uh,
Kick my ass.
Phoebe. Well, her she wants to find more bits and pieces about magic. I guess that's still her goal. So, although Toontown is forever filled with even just like there's, to my understanding of Toontown, a low hum of not quite a hum, but there's the presence of magic is ever there, I guess. Um, I think while she would be looking for places of interest of magic, I think she'd also be looking out for like just sort of getting used to the feel of that version of magic as well. I don't know if I can explain it properly.
No, definitely. Like maybe she's looking for spikes of magic.
Yeah, it's spikes of magic, so she might be occasionally using um maybe if there's like some interesting flashing lights or some locals have pointed maybe she's listened to some local rumors or something. I'm sure there's at least a tavern around here that she might stick her head
Flashing
into. I
rumors.
hmm
I will say if she has been talking with the people around here, she might have heard rumors of a haunted ban. Very flashy haunted ban.
a hounded ban?
I'm gonna write it down
Yes,
so you
please.
can understand.
Van. Oh, okay.
Then,
Okay. She might need it. Oh, actually, maybe Drew told her. Fivi, who comes from Firuma, who has never seen cars before, did get a semi-crash course in tunes and some slightly updated
Mm.
mechanics of the world around her from Drew, and then maybe,
Listen,
yeah, I think Drew
maybe
told her
maybe
a little bit about stuff potentially, but I think she'd gather what a van is if she asked enough. So,
or maybe not. Maybe she's just talking with a really um, scared or has slash angry and frustrated tune that is just going rambling about how this van, sorry, keeps appearing on his front lawn, and it's impossible to move, and they don't see the van driving away, but it always disappears and reappears, and they are pretty sure there is something inside it, something big and gaudy,
okay, all right.
maybe a ghost, definitely
Hmm.
haunted.
I mean, that would probably pick, pick, catch her interest at least. Um, may I roll something? I don't know, what can I
You
roll?
might.
Like, if she's chatting with this person, I don't know. If have they pointed out a particular location this happened? If you said that was
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Their front law, like
front
they
lawn.
are, yeah, they are definitely like have gave her a description of the house, an address, and too many details. Phoebe just asked for a little bit of information around the local area, and this guy just threw a dump on her. Sorry for using that, but the guy was quite frustrated. He just started dumping all his emotions because you get the feeling like everybody else has heard this story all too many times and are not
Hmm.
paying attention to him anymore. So he
Ah.
was like, "Ooh, new person. Let me vent."
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Phoebe
I am
has
so.
definitely taken out a book to write down
Oh my
some of
god,
this
Phoebe, you precious.
information, at least.
Oh my god, she's precious. Precious.
I mean, it's a strange magical anomaly event. I think it would be enough for at least a write down. Uh, yeah, but I guess I guess, where was I going with that? Yeah, she'll write this down and um, see if she can make her way to this address that she's got in her book.
Right, of course. Listen, and you get there, and it's a perfectly normal house. Does Phoebe want to roll an uh, anything for this?
Yeah, I'm a roll
Perception check or
perception,
something?
please. I
Yeah.
will. If I hadn't said this before to the audio, I have physical dice here. So I'm a roll perception. That's a 17.
Yeah. With 17. Um. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah.
With a 17, you actually realize you've been looking to maybe like the door of the house. You turn around, and when you turn back, there is indeed a terribly tacky uh, van there. Phoebe, you have never seen a carriage like this before. You might not be sure exactly how this kind of carriage has to look, but you get the impression that they are not supposed to look this bad. It has a wonderful paint job, really artistically done. Like, but it's actually a cowboy witch summoning thunder, and there you go. You have found the mysterious man. Oh,
Okay.
by the way, the cowboy witch is riding a horse. That's very important, and the horse is a unicorn. That's very important. They are reading the. They are. She is reading the horse through the desert. That's very important. Why? Because if I have I have the ability to draw this, I will. Anyways, everybody,
So that's um on the van.
that's on the van. It's an
Okay.
let me uh spray painted van.
It's good. I think.
If I cannot pronounce things, I will
Yeah,
write it
yeah,
down
yeah.
on
Don't
the
worry.
notes and
You're
box
good.
gallery. Okay. Oh, I will always worry. Mwah!
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're good. You're good. Um. Okay. I think her first instinct, given that, I think she's gonna cast this. I'm just gonna have to detect magic. I'm gonna cast that.
Sure. How the fuck does detect magic work?
Okay. Detect magic is
You,
a first level spell. It
hmm
is goes up for 10 minutes if she's concentrating. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most
uh,
barriers, but it is blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, stuff like that.
uh, an inch. Do you think a pan has an inch of common metal?
Eh, an inch is. Hang on, let me get my ruler. uh, yeah, I'd say there's a little more than
Yeah.
just an inch in the van itself. So I guess she'd be casting it
So
at the van.
what you see, like there is no much more magic in this band than any other strange occurring phenomena in around tunes. I don't know how to pronounce it.
In-
Hi everybody, I don't know how to pronounce
Inkwell?
it.
Inkwell.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I never falter on that. Yes, I'm playing in this setting. Yes. Anyways, I do know things. Yeah, you don't feel any different than anything weird that is happening around you. Yeah, this is a weird band. Yeah, this kind of like weird magic on it. No, it's nothing out of the normal. But Phoebe,
Nothing
you
odd for
realize,
Toontown. Okay.
yeah, like, yeah, this is just your normal stupid shenanigans. Maybe a tad bit more than usual, but nothing that will catch your attention. Like, oh, holy shit! What catches your attention and makes you go, whatever Phoebe does for holy shit, because I don't know if she curses, is that the inside of the band is fucking radiating with an assortment of weird, unbalanced magic. You can get that. Some of it is divine in nature.
Hmm. Okay. Mm, okay. I think she's gonna squint at the van for a second, although she probably doesn't. To her, it would just be large square car that is
It's carriage.
carriage.
Horse.
She understands metal carriage at least. It's a big metal carriage that this place uses with weird looking wheels that aren't made of wood. I don't know. Maybe she'll get there. Um, but the magic, uh, it would interest her. So hmm, I think she will take out. She will take off the staff that she's got slung over her back. It's a light grayish sort of branch-like object. Sits in her right hand, and I think she's going to creep around. Is there a particular? Is there anyone in the front or the? Um,
No,
can she
but
see
as
anyone? I guess is what the question is.
no, there is nobody on the front, and the back is you cannot see inside the van because the back of the seats are covered with a big curtain. Writing it down just in case. Which is a very lovely blinding pink.
Okay, I
It hurts your eyes, but you can appreciate the craftsmanship on the beats, you guess. As you are going around, you can hear a few bumps inside the van, and at some point, it actually moves, like something is inside.
okay. She'll take half a step back, but I think if nothing happens after the little couple of bumps, at least, she might knock on the she might knock at it with the staff, like like a little tuk tuk kind of noise on the metal.
You Are you knocking on the back or on the side?
I
On the
think
door?
she.
Or just randomly?
Mm, I'd say she has enough sense to reckon. I'm gonna roll an intelligence throw. Give you 1 second. Just a second. Uh, sorry, gotta keep intelligence. Is intelligence the wrong word? Am I thinking investigation?
I mean, I guess if you roll intelligence, you can
Oh
add
no, that was
that.
sorry. I just lost intelligence. Don't worry about it. That's a 13. So I would say she has enough sense to recognize what a door handle looks like. So I think she would try and knock around somewhere there.
All right.
So yeah.
The moment you knock on the door, which is on the side, there is kind of like a clunk. There is noises coming from inside. Very toony. It sounds like everything is pots and pans. And immediately the door opens with a what? Drag comes on rolls. One of these things to make shadow from the sun also unrolls. The fucking low folding chair just kind of like bumps out of it if it was held by pressure and opens. Yeah, there is a few things like that. Suddenly, you have a mini front law, a mini porch in front of the van, and in the middle of that glory, there is a shirtless bird wearing cowboy boots and yelling, "I have lost my hat."
Okay, I think Phoebe's gonna take a step back. Just. Uh,
Do you want to roll dexterity?
I think she'll roll dexterity to see if she can avoid any material
Yes,
hitting her.
exactly. Please go.
Give me a second. Ooh, okay.
Also, also, I just want to say it's a little bit early for me, so that's why I'm not yelling in character. Where the fuck is my hat?
You are valid. That's a 10 total. Would Phoebe get hit by
Uh,
something?
I will say that Phoebe just will get like a really small, tiny rubber duck bouncing off her forehead, but nothing that actually hurts her. More for the gag.
She's gonna pick up the rubber duck, I think. Um,
Oh,
uh,
that's Olvidó cousin. It's yours now.
she will, uh, I think she's still a little bit stunned, I think, from this, big, basically pink apparition that has expanded in front of her.
If she's not reacting right now, Olvido is gonna turn around and just do this toon thing of just grabbing items and taking them out. Like he starts throwing away from the van. They start throwing away pillows that once one of them it ended up turning more pots and pans, a guitar, a whole entire drum set, a giraffe, an elephant. The guy from the tavern you saw before also that he throws it away like, "Oh, I can't find my hat." and yeah, he's looking for his hat.
Can I roll perception to see if I can see a hat?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Just it's one of those kind of things where one person's looking and then the other person's like, okay, I will help you randomly look because yeah.
Please stop. Just stop, please.
Uh, okay, that's an 8. I don't think I see a hat.
Actually, yes, it's a really low roll. Do you know why?
Why?
He's wearing the hat.
Okay. Good old, where are my glasses? I can't see, where are my glasses? And they're on top of your head. Uh, okay. This mysterious Toon that is frantically now probably packing up half the van and would be a few steps short of lifting the van up, probably from like the back of its heel, kind of a deal, to check underneath the van, which I'm sure Toons could do and rule of funny.
Definitely.
uh, you have a hat on your head.
Oh yeah, that's my cowboy
Is that
hat.
what you're looking for?
Yes, I'm looking for my cowboy hat. Um, he keeps looking until it actually clicks and says, and he takes it off and looks like, Daddy! Oh, missed you so much! Don't ever do that again, and puts it back. Thank you very much. Your kind, grey, scally. Ooh, girl, you need so moisturizing. Lady! Thank you very much. You found my hat.
Oh, um, uh, okay, I think, hmm. It is still a lot, so I think Phoebe's still going to take a step, just a tiny step back, but, I think she will. You kind of see a smile flash, from underneath the hood, but, uh, she nods and says, "You are welcome." Uh, and then I think she's gonna glance at this big square thing, wagon thing, and just kind of gesture it and goes, "This is yours? Do you live in it?"
Oh, yes, welcome to my humble abode. I don't think if I can say I own it. It just kind of does whatever it wants. But I just put my stuff inside, so it's now mine. That's how it works, right?
I think you see her tilt her head a little. Uh, and then if no one has asked for it, uh, perhaps did you find it? And she kind of just looks at it because Phoebe's used to things, being stable, or there's like horses somewhere nearby or such. I
Mm.
don't think she recognizes precisely that this could be found anywhere exactly, but uh, she just kind of looks at this tall flamingo bird and just kind of gives a little shrug.
A little shrug.
Yeah, little shrug.
Okay. Listen, aren't you looking at his face? Are you still with the casting the detect magic?
Mm, if it was concentration, it would have been, but I think when when Olvidó burst out of the van, I think she would have dropped it out of surprise. So no, she isn't casting it right now.
Well, the moment he opened the door and burst out of the van, Phoebe would have seen that uh, that's like indeed there is a lot of magic there was a lot of magic radiating from inside of the van, all kinds mix and match, definitely divine in nature, some of it at least, and then you dropped it, and so yeah, sorry Phoebe. uh, yeah, so this star flamingo is now uh, extending to you an strange object. Seems like some bottle of sorts, and he is like, "Oh, so yeah, I have been learning now that for good things, nice things, and stuff like that, people give you rewards. So here, a reward for finding my hat."
Phoebe will actually squeak the little duck that's in her hand, and hold it back to Olvidó, and go, sorry, just duck. You dropped this? She will prefer the squeaky duck in Olvidó's direction. um, but if he's willing, she will also take this bottle, just sort of tilt it in her hand and go, "My name is
Oh no no no!
what?
Sorry, keep going, keep going.
No, no, no. I need to.
You you were handing Phoebe was handing Olvido back the squeaky rubber toy.
Yeah.
They are just put the hand and say, no, 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 no. Sorry, that's cousin Ducky. Listen, the world is very dangerous. You can take him with you. His advice is great. He's great at finances. I promise. Has helped me a lot. Also, I want to imagine like Phoebe is holding this saying you drop this, and then the camera pans out and it's just like Olvido, Phoebe, the van, and all the stuff he took out of the van.
Absolutely. Um. Uh. Did you say Olvido was pushing back at Phoebe's hand for the duck?
Uh, yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay. Hand will be slightly cold, than probably what Olvido is used to in terms of heat. Um.
Uh, they instantly reaches, and on top of the bottle, they are trying to give Phoebe in as a reward for finding the elusive hat. They are just gonna put on top of it a pair of mittens.
She will blink at this and go, which seems weird because she doesn't seem to blink very much for some reason, but when she blinks, it looks slow. Um, uh, I will accept this bottle. You do not need to give me another uh, item. And she will take the bottle and the
It's
duck.
it's hand it's hand cream.
Hmm. Okay. She will okay. She's going to she'll take it. I will you hear her stutter a little and go, "Thank you." And she will tuck these items into her bag that is hanging from her side and go, uh, "I am Phoebe. Do you does this?" And she's gesturing to the van again, going, "You travel?"
Unwillingly, yes, a lot.
Do you travel? And at this point, I think her eyes are. She's sort of flicking between the van and you. I think Olvidó. Um, do you travel outside Inkwell? Have you traveled to Faruma? Uh,
Oh, 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 that's actually interesting. I haven't been traveling. Well, once I woke up in the middle of the sea, so maybe that was near there.
uh, I don't quite know how Phoebe would respond to that, but I think she will uh juggle the bottle out of the way that's sort of half sitting at the top of her bag and pull out her notebook uh, and write. Well, actually, she will start to write and pause, looking up, and she goes, "What is your wait? You how did you get there to the middle of the sea?"
Ooh, that's so funny. So basically, I was chasing my life's obsession constantly without sleeping or stopping to eat, passed out, and woke up in the middle of the sea. Happens a lot. I keep being told that's not healthy.
You see a weird kind of look on Phoebe's face. It's like, yes, but also, could you elaborate? How did you. Like, was this by ship? Was this. I don't know. Do you twin. Do you.
Oh,
Do
uh,
tunes. Mm. She kind of looks like she doesn't quite have the words for suggestions.
a ship, you say? Oh, you're so cute. I could eat you up. Yeah, a ship would have done it so much easier to not use. Anyways, I made a lot of friends. Fishes turned out to be great, great, great conversational partners. Yes, I have no idea. I just passed out. The other day I woke up on the church steps and there was this lady hitting me on the head with a broom, yelling a lot of things in something I definitely understand.
I think Phoebe's just gonna scribble down in her notebook.
Oh, is this like an interview?
It is. You just kind of see her sigh and sort of glance to the side, and then she will look back at you and go, I am interested in sources and items of magic. So, places of significance are of interest. I have seen the library and I want to learn more. So, and. hmm,
Oh, great. This is my van. It does weird stuff. I cannot drive it. Uh, it's got a cool drawing on it.
Phoebe will scribble some of that down and then look at a Vildo and go, uh, driving as in. And she thinks for a second, like, there are no horses? And she kind of just, you see her like lean to the right to try and peek into what she would assume is the front.
Well, there is a horse on the side, like draw. I don't think that has too much. Well, I think it's kind of like when you draw flames on a car and it goes faster, maybe.
You see Phoebe sort of wrinkle up her like her you get the impression Phoebe's nose is scrunched up a little, like she's trying to make sense of what's going on here, but you also get the feeling she's a little bewildered. Doesn't quite know how to uh, handle uh, this, I guess.
Anyways, I don't even have keys to start the band. I used to have them, then I lost them.
Are they? And she's going to look at the floor of the van. Are they in the van?
If you
Item?
want.
Is that is the term? And you see her? Do you want to roll perception for me, please?
Yeah, let me see. Olvido, what was your perception apart from none? Oh, yeah. Yeah, none. What's your perception?
12. Yeah, this is easy. You do see you kind of maybe you look at Phoebe or the book she's written down. She has written what looks like the word van, question mark underlined, and done a really rough scribble of this what looks like a square with um two circles at the bottom to signify is this what this means?
Oh, that's so cute. Can I see? And he's gonna reach for the book.
Uh she's gonna blink, uh, and then just sort of uh, show Olvido this bird flamingo whose name she does not know
Mm.
yet, um, and go, yes, this is scribbles. This is
Does
pieces of my travels, I think is what she says. And if you flip through it, you'll see a bunch of things from a lot of like half a page, if not three quarters of a page, has been filled up in uh, just sort of black ink of anything that Olvildo has just said. So you see the word church written there, question mark. You see the word sea, ocean. You do see the scribbly picture of the van. Um, if you flip back any pages, you'll see.
he's definitely doing that.
Uh, I think you'd see other bits and pieces mentioned in Toontown. You'll see a couple of names of cafes, maybe a couple of names.
Oh, I love this place. Too bad they have kicked me out and banned me for life. Great coffee.
You do see the word hammer space written down and circled about 3 times because this is a real kind you're talking to here. She didn't know what a hammer space was, so she's still trying to sort of wrap her head around that. Uh,
He's just gonna go like, ah yes, haha, hyperspace. All right, you guys don't have that one.
no,
Sucks to you.
she will hold up her. She will kind of jiggle the bag that's by her side and go, "I have this."
Ooh,
Uh,
I love that look though. Really, all the belts and pockets. It really says I'm out for an adventure, mom. Don't wait out for me. I will come back, changed and probably with a very big sword and a spiky hair.
uh, I think she just kind of glances up to try and imagine that for a couple of seconds, and then uh, I think she just. Hmm. I think she will look at this van. I guess. I, I'm trying to figure out if she'd roll perception on the van to see if she can spot what she heard this bird was looking for, which was keys.
Yeah, go ahead, roll.
Okay, I'm rolling perception for keys. That's a 21.
With a 21, you look around the van and you see nothing. And the moment you turn around to tell Olvido, he's kind of picking his nose if he could, because he has no nose and he wears a mask. And you see that the keys are actually dangling from his hand.
I was gonna wonder if it was like caught on a piece of his clothing, or if he was wearing them around his neck like a piece of jewelry. But
No, he's definitely holding on them. He has not been holding on them before.
okay. Um. Uh. You said you were looking for keys. Are those them? She points more or less at his head, which is where his hand is right now.
And he's kind of like points at himself and then looks at his hand like it's not his. And he's, oh, what? And he's, oh, are you some kind of detective? How did you find them?
Perhaps they got caught in. And you see her look a little uncertain, and she glances to the side, and then she looks back at you and goes, "In hammer space?" And she does this kind of little weird shrug, like she doesn't quite know what she's talking about, but she wonders if that's where they could be.
It could be where I have seen weirder stuff. Weirder stuff. I do not control the hammer space.
You do not control the speed at which the hammer space works.
I do not control the speed of the gag.
Mm-hmm.
Olvido is just gonna kind of cross his arms and just nod like that. Yep, definitely. That sounds like it. Yep, that sounds like a logical reasoning for me. And they are gonna go like, oh. By the way, I also have like a diary. Do you want to see it?
Oh, sure.
Too late.
And I think
Too late,
as
Phoebe.
can I either roll as can I roll? This feels like I need to roll Dex to pull Phoebe's notebook journal back from Olvido's hands as he dashes past to
Yeah,
find wherever the wherever his diary is stored.
yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a quick jab. Okay, that's a nice. That's a Dex. That's a 21. Uh, 21 to grab her notebook from Olvido as he passes.
Can I counter that? See what happens.
Yeah, of course. Please do.
What do I roll? Also dexterity
Um, yeah, I think so. I would say so. It's
or or acrobatics because I don't know.
yeah. You want to roll acrobatics? I guess I don't feel like Olvido would be doing it intentionally, but I think his natural toonkininess could potentially do the kind of weird wibbly wobbly out of the way of a potential attack, not quite attack. So please counter with Toonkind acrobatics, if that makes
he just
sense.
he just gets really excited about comparing notes.
Whoa. You beat me by one.
Phoebe reaches just when Orida starts to do like weird shit, and is like, what the fuck just happened?
You turned into one of those like you did one of those
Isn't
kind of slightly goop cats that really don't want to get picked up. Um,
Yes.
you just kind of you.
Um,
That's the only explanation I've got. Olvidó,
what's
goop
the
cat's out of the
is
way.
smear frame goop cat stuff? does does a little pirouette just to be fancy? And he turns around with Phoebe's sorry, a field notebook still on one hand, and he
Mm,
takes out what it definitely looks like. It's a notebook with a bedazzled cowboy on it,
it's pink.
and it's definitely pink
Mhm.
and
Gotta keep
white,
with the style.
and it's full of, it seems to be full of, like, when books are too full, they bend a little bit, like,
Yeah, all this kind of like
cutouts and
yeah.
yeah, cutouts and everything, and he kind of shows it to you, and is still holding yours, like, oh, I can, what we should put on this one? And he's gonna put, but not a stick, two stickers on the middle page of your notebook, and just kind of like hold the two of them for you, towards you.
What uh
So he basically
what kind of stickers did Olvildo put on Phoebe's notebook?
he hasn't stick them.
Oh,
It's for her to stick, because that's the joy of a sticker. If you do a great commitment, it's this, uh, and this. 1 second. Definitely this.
I will do a little bit. I am gonna do some video edits later, so I will. I'm gonna put those as a stickers in the video. Um, I think those are interesting choices of emojis slash funky stickers. I think to the point that she's going to blink. It's a slow blink, and then as she takes these, how like just they're just in hand. Uh, I would say you see a small, oddly familiar. If just because you've glanced at the snake that is sitting now in Phoebe's hand, uh, there is a small, also green snake peeking out
Fred?
from underneath the hood,
Oh, oh, Fred?
looking down at these stickers. Uh,
Oh, it's beautiful. Can I pet it?
uh,
Say yes.
I'm just gonna hang on. I need to roll something real quick. Give me a sec. Uh, that's a 13. Okay, that was a perception just to double check because I think she was a little busy with the stickers. But is Olvildo reaching a hand out or anything like that? What's Olvildo doing?
Yes, he's kind of like pointing and almost shaking with all the effort it takes him to just not pet the snake.
Ooh, okay.
Just a tiny poop. Just a tiny pop. Please, just one.
You.
Oh, it's so cute.
I. You see Phoebe's a little bit. I think she'd be stumped for a couple of seconds. And then she just kind of. I think she'll raise her hand, the hand that is not occupied with holding the stickers, and just kind of. It's like she'll kind of bend her hand over the snake. So it's just kind of sort of resting on her hand, and then just kind of lean her head forward. Because you do see the snake is poking out from under her hood towards Olvido, who seems weirdly enthusiastic to her to pat.
Oh, maybe he's gonna give the snake a very gentle pop and a little bit of a scratch, feathery scratch on there, because he has wings, I guess. And Han don't know how the fuck this. bird furry man works, and he's just gonna poop and pet a little bit. Oh, baby, it's a baby.
Do
It's a...
you want to roll insight, Olvidó?
Yes,
Please roll insight.
he has no insight.
No, you don't. Okay.
Can I, as the player, get it?
You as the person can get it. Phoebe. It's you, Olvidó. What Olvidó doesn't see anything, but Phoebe will let this happen for like a second, maybe a couple of seconds, however long, 5-6 seconds, I think. But then I think of Phoebe will step back a little too quickly, just because there's a feeling that she needs some space, and she will then shove the snake back under the hood. You, the player, will know that made Phoebe weirdly uncomfortable, just because. Yes, she was she hasn't done that before. It's like patting a finger. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you pat a finger? It is a finger. It is just a thing. It is. She won't explain that to Olvidó though. She's just gonna tuck it back under the hood semi quickly and go. May I require my notebook to paste these items in. Hand it
Yeah,
over.
that's... What? Oh, right, I'm still holding on to that. Oh, but there you go.
She does look quite relieved to get that back. Whew.
Do you want mine to compare notes?
I think she will. You see her flick to the page back where the van was, and she will shake her head at Olvidó, but you do see her paste the stickers into the book.
You don't look into Olvidó's diary then.
I think no, I don't think she does. Unless
Okay.
Olvidó pushes forward a particular entry that catches his attention, or wants to talk about.
He's just gonna look a little bit crestfallen and go like, "Oh, okay," and just put it back on his hammer space. Okay, well, you're right. I get it. Professionals, I guess. Just put it back. He and you see how his the eyes on his mask just go from do this go from being like this to be like this. It just goes with a click, 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 and what is the other here? That's how his eyes are looking. It's now like
Aww. I will put.
lines
I'll put the sad lines. I'm gonna put that in the video too. But oh,
it
I Can I? May I roll insight on Olvidó?
yeah, you can.
Okay. Ooh. Ouch. That's a 6. What does Phoebe get for a 6?
That the eyes have changed.
Mm,
That he's looking a little bit shy now. But maybe for Phoebe that's good because this guy has stopped being as intense as he is.
mm. I think there's a funny sort of pause at this point, and then Phoebe goes, "Oh, yeah." Phoebe will go, "There was a man, I think, complaining about." Uh, and she just kind of sighs and looks at this pink van. Just sort of tilts her head and goes, "I'm actually not. No, Sorry, I've lost it. I don't know what she's doing right now."
I think it's in character. Like she's just trying to tell Olvida, like, yeah, there is someone complaining about you, and Olvida is just like, what? Maybe, perhaps that's what's happening here.
Mm, I think at some point you just sort of see her shoulders sort of sigh and um. Sorry, that didn't make any sense. Her she
Yes, her.
shoulders slump a little, and she sighs, uh, and she puts her probably slightly forgotten staff back on her back at this point. I'm sorry. I'm just having a second of like I don't know what I'm talking about here. Uh,
If you want to, if Phoebe is taking her time to talk, Olvido is just gonna slowly take out a table and put tea and snacks on it as he waits for her to continue. Because he just remembered, like, technically he's having someone over in his house and he should be polite and welcoming.
I, the player, am like, oh my gosh, I want to hold this bird so soft. Ah.
It's okay. It's too much. I got it. Phoebe is allowed to feel this is too much.
Mm, mm. Um,
Be mean to the bird.
no, I'm not being mean to the bird. Um, it's okay. Um, she's uh, she will look down at these plate of biscuits, and then look up at this bird who has his hat and keys, and just sort of she's she's gonna give a sort of a half-tired smile and take a single biscuit. Um, if they appear to be for her, so she will take a single biscuit, uh, and go. Thank you. Would you
He,
speak of your adventures if I. And she's just gonna gesture to the area around her because I feel like somehow there is a seat behind her. Don't ask me how it got there, but I assume by toon
no, no,
logic there
definitely.
is somehow a seat behind her.
He definitely put like the table and chairs and everything as she was thinking, and she's now like, oh, a whole setup. There is even tea on the table, iced tea.
She's gonna look at the chair behind her and go. And she's gonna probably just kind of do a weird little gesture with the biscuit, like she's just kind of waving around like it's a food for thought. And then she's gonna look at it and she's gonna take a bite, uh, finish the mouthful, and then go. Um, tell me of your adventures?
And
If I sit for a while, and you get the feeling she's a bit. You don't know what happened. Maybe she rolled out of bed badly or something.
listen, to be fair, Olvidó is a little bit intense, even for a toon sometimes. He does not control the shenanigans. In fact, anyways, Olvido is just talks with his mouth full, even when Phoebe cannot understand how, because he again is wearing a mask. How? Um, but he's like, oh, sorry, adventures. Uh, if I told you half of that, I would have to kill you. But yes, adventures. Okay, so the ones that won't get you killed is like, I woke up in the middle of the desert, went to a quinceañera, then from that quinceañera went to, and he starts saying shit. And then I met this lad, and he was right, because then I met the uncle, and I need to get a job, and he told me to get a job, and I got the job, and I got the job as basically they make us do experiments. Am I the experiment? Are they doing experiments on me? I don't know. But basically we went there and ended up having like a boy band moment. It was great. And then I went to this other place, and it was definitely haunted. I think someone died there. I am not sure. We are trying to go back there because I want to draw a mustache on a mother uh, Pecker guy that I think is a god, maybe not, I don't know, but it's an alternate dimension. And then and he keeps talking, and I will say, Phoebe, do you want to roll intelligence
I'm
or
gonna have to roll
insight?
something to either
Yes.
intel. I will roll because you've said like several things that would catch your interest again.
Yeah, and then
um,
oh, and I also was in this haunted house, and I stole this rug, and this rug was eternal. But then when I came here, I put the rug down, and the rug is absolutely normal. There was a skeleton. There was a flying saucer. I think aliens really, really like dishware. Anyways, and
I'm
he keeps
definitely rolling
talking, and he
intelligence.
keeps
Please
talking.
excuse me.
You rolled yourself. I keep talking, and then I tried to rob the wrong church. And also, I have been doing plays for the kids on the park, and they either love it or they want to kill me. I am not sure. One of them threw a train to my face, a toy train. I don't think I could have survived a real train.
So I put in the Phoebe rolled a 4 total for intelligence there. I think she just got lost in the flow of
Uh,
things. She thought she heard a thread of something about magic. There was something about dimension, and she's only half understood what a dimension is. But just because there was some other funky words of dimension stuff that she heard the other day, but there was a lot, and I don't think she followed the thread at all, but I think she just sort of sits for a while and just
and that's basically everything
yeah.
that happened since I kind of lost my backstory.
Uh, you backstory? You mean where you come from?
No, I mean like everything that makes me, my tragic past.
And
And now that
there'll be
okay,
definitely one of those hand over head sudden random spotlight occurring while Olvido sits in his lawn chair.
and he's absolutely unfazed. He's just drinking his iced tea, stuffing his face with biscuits. And you might get the slight the slight feeling that he might have stolen this the way he's sitting.
Hmm.
But yeah, he's like, yeah, like my tragic backstory. Don't you have a backstory?
Uh, I. And then she kind of pauses and tilts her head, and she's gonna. You see her hand go to her right, and you get the feeling she's going possibly for her bag, but then she just pauses and leaves it in her lap and goes, I have a place where I came from. Uh,
That's just
Backstory is not a term I
yeah.
am familiar with. Is that a hammer space sort of thing?
So everybody has, I guess, for tools is everybody has like like there's this big thing called the narrative. Okay,
Fivi is going to push
so
the tea towards Olvidó so that he might drink and clear his mouth before talking.
he grabs it, drinks it, takes another pitch of iced tea, puts it in the middle of the of the table, and pours more tea for Phoebe and slides the base back, and he's going, Richard, technically I didn't touch it. So yes, so there is this like the narrative, which is like, this whole thing, your past, your backstory, your future, your we are all part of the narrative in different angles and aspects, and it gets really big and complicated. Okay, so it was my part. And I don't know if I may have angered a god with that. It will be another one for the list. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Like I had
You.
this like,
Hmm.
hmm?
Phoebe sort of thinks about that for a second. Um, hmm.
So yeah, think
You.
think of it.
Oh.
Yeah, think of it, right? The world is like this really big book or TV series. The creators don't know when to kill, and everybody is part of the narrative with the spin-offs and crossovers and stuff.
Uh, I'm gonna roll religion because some of that might make sense. Hang on, give me a sec.
What?
Mm, I mean that.
Olvido making sense? Take that
Uh,
back.
well, yeah, that's an 8. I think. How can I
Is
put
there
this?
is
Hmm. I think there's a certain concept of open, like the sort of the world that she understands from, like some of the concepts I think she gets. Uh, like there's a, I think some of the terms may have been lost on her though, so she may not know what the
yeah
narrative in
the,
particular
the part
means, but
about the part about crossovers. Maybe that's what
yeah,
got to her.
like the closest she can get to that is crossroads, I think. Uh, so you see her like make two little finger gestures, like one finger pointing to the left and one finger pointing to the right, and then she just kind of drops her hands again.
Okay, I will say of
Oop.
yeah. I don't think that's a valid role. Uh,
That's a nice roll.
that's an insight from Morbido.
Okay. Um. Hmm. You see her
A bit.
eyes sort of look up at the sky as she's trying to think about, like, is this insight on what she's thinking about what he said, or
Yeah, it's kind of Morbido wants to say like if she's following.
I think with a 17 for insight, I think you gather that she's trying to chase up some sort of details of something else she knows regarding religion or something that you've said regarding the idea of the world and backstories and crossovers, which you think she definitely doesn't understand quite what crossovers is, but
Okay. Okay. Let's make
I
this
think at some
easier.
point she just kind of just drops it and just goes back to listening.
Okay. Your backstory. You say where you come from, right? But is not like, don't think of it as the place. Is what makes you. Every single little experience that you have, everything you have done, everything that has been done to you, right? Every second that happens and passes, the person you are is the person you have. It has built up until this point. Everything in your life has built you to this point. Maybe something right now, something falls from the sky right now, and I live something that changes me completely. The person I am after that event will not be the same person I am right now. Maybe, perhaps, sometimes happens.
Phoebe's going to take another biscuit. But if is that concept not just the events that happen in one's life as they are wont to
Mm-hmm.
do?
Yes, probably yes. Sounds like that. You sound like you look like someone smart. You will know. Anyways, I lost all of that.
You have no memory of
Oh no,
such.
I do definitely remember all of that. Oh, I remember so many things. I have all the gossip. It's like someone told me. It's great. I think.
Hmm. You just kind of see Phoebe frown to the side because she's trying to get that in her head because that sounds as if someone else has told you this is what you did.
Yes, exactly.
That does. But that is not your own, is it not?
Not anymore. Yeah, you got it.
She got. I
Damn,
think.
you're
I
the
think. I
flag.
think there's also going to be like somehow there's little party poppers or something. Don't ask me how there's party popper noises there, but there is. I'm
Wait,
sure.
wait. Let me see if Discord gets it. Ah, Discord, listen to me. Damn it, doesn't let me. Once, 1, 2, 3. I'm talking, so it's my pick the noise.
That did
Pick
come
it.
through.
Yeah, 3 times, three times.
It
The
came
three,
through
the
just. Don't worry. Oh, um. Okay, I think that would. She won't jump, but she'll kind of flinch a little from the noise. But
three.
um, that that does not. And she just kind of looks away.
Oh my
And
god,
then
what
she'll
happened there?
look back, I guess, and go. So does. Hmm, are you going to find your backstory?
No,
And she
probably not.
nods. She's just gonna nod because okay. Um
I
sure.
mean,
That makes sense to her in a way.
I mean, I. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you because you are really polite. I have cute snakes. Um, listen, you always have to trust a snake. Um, I can't, but they told me I couldn't. They told me I couldn't. But I am looking for a loophole. So and and you see like he's starting to kind of like he's trying to contain his excitement. Um I think I have found a loophole, and I think I because I know there is some things I don't remember, which is not part of the thing, so I don't know exactly what the Peck is going on there. But I found a loophole, and even if I cannot get my backstory back, that doesn't mean I cannot get certain things back, right? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Someone keeping a like. So I am searching for the love of my life, which I totally lost on that thing. Yes, definitely. I had to have someone there. Just
And I
so it's not me before who's gonna get it back. It's me now who's gonna get some things back. Just imagine sneaking in your ex home and just grabbing the stuff you bought together and then running away. That kind of thing. And your ex just running behind you, yelling, "This is why I left you!" and things like that. Yes.
you see her squint a little.
Don't give
I
me this. There is no way this can go wrong.
I will I will take you at your word. She says questioningly. Um, where will you? I suppose you have already started your search.
Yes.
Well, if anything, I mean, you found your keys, you found your hat. Uh,
Oh my god.
Perhaps the other items and this love of your life will. She kind of sort of does a funny little shrug.
Wait,
Be
wait,
found?
wait. You're right. You found my hat and my keys. uh, can I hire you?
Uh,
And
I.
listen. Uh, yes. Sorry, I totally spoke over you. Not because my player has that terrible, terrible habit. Not at all. Yes. Keep going.
uh, I think Phoebe sort of blinks at that. Um, uh, I do not. I would say. Hmm, I would suggest hiring someone that would better fit the description of a. And I think she cast a pause for a word, and I, the player, do not know if detective is the word that exists in Phoebe's standard existence of
Inve-
medieval
Perhaps.
times. So I don't know what you'd call that, but I think she. So give me a second to try and work around that.
Private investigator?
I don't know if a private my knowledge of
Definitely not.
what medieval stuff is limited. um,
You
perhaps
need a you need a priest. You need a priest,
perhaps
motherfucker.
perhaps I would not call myself someone who finds people per se. Perhaps there is someone out there better suited for such a role. I would say
Listen,
what I have done is by out of sheer luck.
and we are gonna trust that luck, because if I go to the detectives or the private investigators or any guy linked to, let's say, the most law upholding force of our society, I will get thrown in jail. And I have gotten out of jail 3 times this week. 4 is too much. How, my feathers are gonna. I'm gonna start losing feathers. I am too young to start to start getting bald at this age. Why? Why? How? What kind of accent? What was that?
I don't know.
I feel like my accent just changed suddenly.
Olvidó
Anyways,
really
that's
doesn't
how.
like the idea of becoming bald. Don't worry about it.
Just
Sorry.
as I'm gonna point out, his wig is made of beads. He does wear a wig.
Oh, I love that. Um,
Listen, listen. I'm just gonna be like one of those guys on the taverns that say, "Well, if you find 3 copper pots and you bring it here, I will give you a reward." That kind of thing. Okay, you know where to find me in the van. So if you find anything related to that and you are going around a lot, maybe you hear something. You just come here and I will give you about a moisturizer. I will think of a better reward. I promise.
uh, you see Phoebe will give a little smile at that. Um, she's gonna go. Uh, sorry. Um, I will. If I come across anyone asking for or about, and she just kind of gestures to you with her 2 hands to yourself. Uh, and she just kind of gives another gesture, as in, can you tell me, like, you, the player, will know that she is gesturing for a name, but whether your Olvido knows that, I don't know if he does.
Olvido is just gonna think for a second and say, "Oh, do you want more information to look for that?" Yeah, sure. And he's just actually gonna reach into his hammer space. Let
Roll
me
hammer
see.
space.
I'm gonna roll a hammer space. I'm so tempted to actually give all my characters a reduced hammer space thing just to fumble more. No, I did Olvido. Fuck you. I mean, uh, he actually hands her back again his fucking diary.
uh, Now that she's had some food and water, tea, she will blink at this item again. Is there contact? A way of reaching you?
Ah,
Uh,
yeah, the van. Just ask for the van.
she's gonna glance up at the van. um, uh, and she will kind of nod and push the diary back because this is yours. Uh,
Oh,
is it not?
just have just have fun with it. I already finished it anyways. I have a new one.
Oh, uh, if you are sure, and if Olvida is sure, she's gonna add the large pink gaudy diary to her bag.
I am so sorry about what I just did.
It's okay.
Anyways,
It's reading material. She likes reading.
I would say, do you want to leave it at here or do you want to keep going?
I
Do
think
you
we
want?
should. We are a little over time. I think we should maybe leave it that. How
Okay.
would you feel about them just going their separate ways? I guess.
That's perfect. I will say Olvidó plays host a little bit more until Phoebe's like, okay, I've had enough of Toon shenanigans. And
For a little while, yeah.
does she tell Olvidó like maybe relocate?
I think she will retry saying this. There was there was an angry Toon as Olvido is like packing up the tea and has somehow pulled out like a sink or something, I'm sure, and maybe washing dishes because this feels like it's a traveling van, so I'm sure there is a way of washing dishes in this traveling van. Um, uh, there was a man requesting would be a polite way of saying it for this van to not be here.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that.
Uh, she's just gonna tilt her head and then nod.
Anyways, did you know there is a tavern here in town that doesn't pay minimum wage to their workers because they are students and doesn't accommodate their times, for studying and stuff. Absolutely unrelated.
Ah, huh.
Imagine how people can be like that. Anyways, a bid farewell to thee.
I think
and he doesn't move. Nothing happens. He just raises his hands.
yeah, I think Phoebe gets when it's time to leave, and I think she's sat still in a place long enough, so she will stand, shuffle, make sure her hood's still on, uh, just give him the bird a little wave. Uh, I will keep an eye out for you and find you if I see anything.
Great. See you around. Bye, Miss. Definitely not the private investigator.
And I think Phoebe's gonna uh, sort of sigh and just
Listen,
kind of make sure her bag's on her shoulder and sort of wander down the street. Uh,
um, I would say, does Phoebe at some point when she leaves, maybe on her downtime, does she look at the diary or she's just like, okay, fine, Mr. Cowboy just throws the notebook away?
oh no! She would read the book, but I think she'd find a place to sit down and do so. It's a thing to
Okay,
read, so she might. Yeah, I think she'd wander
roll
and
me,
then yeah.
roll me an intelligence or an investigation check.
Okay. I think those. Uh, yeah, those are the same. Investigation. That's a 10 total.
With a
Average.
10, it hurts your brain looking at this, and it takes you a bit until you realize this fucking thing is written in code.
Hmm. Okay. All right.
With a 10, I cannot give you much more than that.
It's all right. It might be
And
something that
that
takes a few days to.
there is
Hmm.
there is an absolutely scribbled over map, and yeah, I will give you that there is definitely mentions of magical items in this notebook, but you don't get the context or why it's in here or what anything else.
That sounds like a mystery for another day.
Hmm. Also, it's all written in pink glitter.
Of course it is.
And with this, everybody, for the people present today, thank you very much for listening. For the people who listens in the future, thank you very much for listening. Late, you are late. Why are you late? But thank you anyways. And I hope everybody enjoyed this as much as I did. Super, you are great. And I love Phoebe, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She had to put up with my bird.
It's all good. I had a lot of fun.
I
Thank
am
you for playing
glad you
with me.
say that. Thank you very much for playing with me.
Uh,
And
we'll say bye to the. Okay, well, technically, we've already said bye, but like, we'll say bye again so I can stop the recording.
yeah, I am not saying bye again. You guys are late. They
Bye.
get one bye. Bye bye.